So I've been thinking a lot about the transgender thing, and it's getting a lot of heat these days. And I think it's because it's not actually that people are transphobic, it's that people are terrified of what you're trying to do to our children. So, did you guys see the Canadian teacher, born a man, wearing prosthetic Z breast with the nipple sticking out, teaching children? Goes to school in a wig and Z prosthetic breasts that he claims are real and teaches children. Parents finally had enough, put their foot down, but it took a long time. This person was basically exposing his sexual organs to children. As a female, I'm not allowed to run around with super tight shirts and my nipples sticking out at school. I would get a talking to. It's unprofessional. But yet, because he's a transgender, we have to tiptoe around his feelings and say, no, it's okay for you to victimize my children because you're transgender. Yeah, it's okay. And it's absolutely okay. So they posted a picture of him, and he does not wear this stuff except in the classroom. So out in his normal day-to-day life, he portrays himself as a man. He claims the pictures aren't him, but it's him. He was more comfortable and perfectly okay with exposing those children to his freakish shit. Okay? Then we've got another screenshot I'm going to put up here. TikTok Live is full of trans people. Isn't TikTok basically a lot of kids on it? Isn't there a lot of kids on TikTok? Not saying adults don't use it. My dog. Hold on. Let him get this fit over with. So as I was saying, this guy gets on TikTok and he says, this is what he's titled this video. Spread butt cheeks, not Bibles. We must protect trans kids. You shouldn't be thinking about our kids, okay? You've got makeup, surgeries, medicines, all of that to think about for yourself. We will worry about our children. You kind of sound creepy, don't you think? That you're always focusing on our kids, talking about spreading butt cheeks. Are you okay? Like, seriously. There's this group called Gays Against Groomers, and I really like it. It's on Instagram. I haven't looked into it much, so don't come for me. But so far, I like what I see, and that they're saying, hey, this is some fuckery. There's no way that these kids should be exposed to this. The trans story times, people, women, are taking their children to see a trans person in drag read a story. And then the one guy exposed himself accidentally to the children. You guys are coming off as creepy. Now you, trans person watching this video, I'm sure you're not a creep, right? But you need to speak out against this stuff, like Gays Against Groomers, like they're doing, because y'all are all getting lumped in there together. And there's some creeps out there who are using this as a platform to groom children. It takes no time at all to ruin a child's life with a simple touch, time alone, exposing them. I've heard too many stories. I would imagine the population is at least 50-50 of people that were molested or raped as children or had some stupid thing happen to them that it's taken years and years for them to get over. I know. Personally, I know. And it's really wrong that this is becoming such a PC topic that we can't even protect our children, or we're seen as some sort of trans-hating Nazis. Here's a screenshot. Your kid is statistically safer around a drag queen than a member of the clergy. This came across my Facebook feed. So you're comparing drag queens to known pedophiles. You didn't think about that before you wrote this down? This is what I'm saying. Stop focusing on our children and think about yourself. You're coming off as creepy. We don't need your help with our kids. When you manage to have children, if you can, then you can indoctrinate them all you want to. But we have a right to protect our children from creepy, freaky shit like you guys are trying to do. Okay? So, worry about yourself and leave our kids alone.
Everybody, this is Kitty Demure, your friendly favorite conservative drag queen. Anyway, I have another message for heterosexual women, the ones who have children. I have no idea why you want drag queens to read books to your children. I have no idea. What in the hell has a drag queen ever done to make you have so much respect for them and admire them so much? Other than put on makeup and jump on the floor and writhe around and do sexual things on stage. I have absolutely no idea why you would want that to influence your child. Would you want a stripper or a porn star to influence your child? It makes no sense at all. A drag queen performs in a nightclub for adults. There is a lot of filth that goes on, a lot of sexual stuff that goes on. And backstage, there's a lot of nudity, sex, and drugs. Okay? Understand you might want to look like you're with it, that you're cool, that you're woke, that you're not a Nazi, that you're not a homophobe, whatever it may be. But you can raise your child to be just a normal, regular, everyday child without including them in gay, sexual things. And honestly, you're not doing the gay community any favors. In fact, you're hurting us, okay? We have already had a reputation of being pedophiles and being perverts and deviants. We don't need you to bring your children around. So you keep your kids at home, or take them to Disneyland, or take them to Chuck E. Cheese. But if you need your child to be entertained by a big human in a costume or in makeup, take them to the circus or something. When they turn 18, then why don't you take them to the clubs on their 18th birthday? Because it's an adult thing, okay? So don't ruin your child's life, and don't ruin us, because that's what you're doing.